Hi everyone, welcome to KRX 9.8. Myself Abhishek Sakti here, and this is the last lecture of continuity is there, I think. And the last lecture also I have told you this will be the last lecture, but unfortunately some few questions will remaining. I have given you some problem also for your homework. So let's, without wasting your time, let's discuss those questions which I have given you in your homework. Okay. So what was the question? Anyone had just that question? Anyone remember that question? Yes, sir. Tell me that question. So the first question was the function you have given a function f of x is equal to x square into sine of 1 by x sine of 1 by x, and this function is valid when if x is not equal to 0, if x not equal to 0, and f of x is equal to 0 if x is equal to 0. So they are interested in finding so that the given function is continuous at x is equal to 0. They are interested, write down the questions. So that the given function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay. So see, one information you have to keep in your mind. See, after sine, if I am writing sine of anything, so this is the theta. So this is your input is there, and you know that sine x graph is what? Sine x graph is like this one is your sine x graph. So its maximum value is at, sir, at when x is equal to pi by 2, you will get the value is 1. And minimum is at minus 1 when we have a x is equal to, like this will be 3 pi by 2. So we have minus 1 is there. So we can see that the sine value will oscillate between minus 1 to 1. Whatever the values of x you are keeping here, whatever the theta will be there, the sine value will vary in between minus 1 to 1 only. So we use a language that it is oscillating between minus 1 to 1. Correct, na? The sine theta, like y, I can write now y is equal to sine of 1 by x. So this is the theta. So overall, whatever the theta value you keep, whatever the 1 by x is nothing but the theta is there. Whatever here value you will keep, the overall value is going, that is the y only. See, whatever your x you are keeping, the sine x, whatever the theta you are keeping, the sine theta. So overall, this is a complete sine theta is what? Sir, y only. Complete sine theta is your y only. So this y value is ranging between minus 1 to 1. So we use a language in mathematics, we call that the sine x is oscillating between minus 1 to 1. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point? Yes, sir. Now you can see, they are saying this function x square sine of 1 by x, this function is valid when x is not equal to 0. Not equal to 0 means x greater than 0 and x less than 0 also. X greater than 0 and x less than 0 also. So I will use by complete method. I can solve this also by using just to make you understand. I just shown the graph. Now come here, because in CBSE mathematics, like, we don't require the graph. See here what I will do. Sir, first you go with the, since I have to show this function is continuous at x is equal to 0, I have to show the given function is continuous at x is equal to 0. So what I will do, sir, f of 0, f of 0 is 0 only. They are saying the f of x value is 0 when x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, the function value is 0 only. Now what we will do, sir, limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 minus h. Which function is valid for x less than 0? So 0 minus h. All these things I have explained you. I just came to solve the problems. Okay. So limit f of 0 minus h. Sir, why you are doing? I am doing this one because I already have taught you in the previous 6 lecture, limit x tends to a minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to a plus f of x is equal to f of a, and a is the point where we have to check the continuity of a given function. A is the point where we are checking the continuity of a given function. Okay, so this is the process for checking the continuity of a given function. Okay sir, I got it. Have you got it? Yes. Now come here. Sir, limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 minus h. So this expression says, sir, go in the function. And which function? Sir, this function only. Because this function is valid for x greater than 0 also and x less than 0 also. At x is equal to 0, we have the function value is 0 only. Correct, na? Correct, sir. Okay. Now see, so what I will do? Sir, go in the function. Which function? Sir, this function. And in place of x, keep 0 minus h. So what I will do? Sir, limit h tends to 0 minus h ka whole square sine of 1 by minus h. Okay? Okay, sir. Now you can see, we know that since h is tending to 0 here, this minus will take, I will take it outside this one. This minus I will take it outside. So what I can write? Sir, limit h tends to 0. This minus h square is h square. And this sine of minus theta. Sine minus theta. Sir, sine will throw the minus. Minus sine theta. And cos minus theta. Cos will eat the minus. Cos theta. Correct now? All these things I have explained to you. Sine minus theta is minus sine theta and cos minus theta is cos theta. So it will minus will come here. This minus I can write like this one. Minus of sine 1 by h. Now see, when h is tending to 0, so 1 by 0 is what? 1 by 0. Sir, 1 by 0 is nothing but infinity. You saw that. You already told that all these things I told you. 1 by 0 plus is plus infinity. 1 by 0 minus is minus infinity. This you have to keep in mind. But right now all these things not required. So this h is tending to 0. So 1 by h is nothing but infinity. And sine of infinity, I told you for any values of x, for any value of theta, the sine will oscillate between minus 1 to 1. The highest value of sine x is 1 and the minimum value is minus 1. So for any values of x, for any values of that theta, the sine theta value will oscillate between minus 1 to 1. So I will write here, this value will come 0 because this value is how much? It is oscillating. I will write here, since sine of 1 by h oscillates, you will write in the examination like this, oscillate between minus 1, oscillates between minus 1 and 1. So anyway, this value, this value is going to come between minus 1 and 1. So s tending to 0, this value will be 0 only. And the right hand limit, limit x tends to 0 plus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 plus h. Again go in the function, so this function, so it becomes h square sine of 1 by h. Again you know that since this value limit I have to keep here, sorry, limit h tends to 0. Again we know that sine of 1 by h oscillate between minus 1 and 1 and h tending to 0 is there because minus 1 and 1 some value will be there, na? Between minus 1 and 1, this is not something like infinity or something undefined. It is not like undefined is there. We have some value between minus 1 and 1. So minus 1 into 1 into h tending to 0. So h tending to 0, 0 into any number is 0 only. So again this value will be 0. So we can easily see that f of 0 is equal to 0. Limit x tends to 0 minus, that is your LHL, is 0. Limit x tends to 0 plus, that is your RHL, is also 0. So I will say the given function is continuous at x is equal to 0. The given function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Note it down. Note it down quickly. Written? Yes sir, yes sir. Go for the other question. Okay. Take a screenshot. Nothing is there, too much confusion. You can write like since, just write this statement. Since sine of 1 by h oscillates between -1 and 1, that value is going to be 0. Okay? Okay, sir. Next question. What was the next question, sir? Sir, after a long time you came, sir. We are waiting for your lecture. Okay, no issue. No issue. Lectures will come continuously. I have taken this as a responsibility for your 2027 board examination. Okay? So don't worry about this one. Sir, one more question you have given. What was that question? Sir, f of x. Okay? F of x. Okay, f of x is what, that one? Sir, f of x is equal to a sine pi by 2. A sine pi by 2. A sine pi by 2 into x plus 1. A sine pi by 2 into x plus 1 when x is less than equal to 0. Okay, sir. And f of x is equal to tan x minus sin x. Tan x minus sin x divided by x cube. This is defined when x is greater than 0. And they are saying the given function is continuous. They are saying if f of x, question f of x, this one is continuous at x is equal to 0. So we have to find that value unknowns, that is a. A is the unknown here. So find a. This is my question. Write down the question. Write down the question. Sir, f of x is equal to a into sine of pi by 2 into x plus 1. This function is valid when x is less than equal to 0. And f of x is equal to tan x minus sin x by x cube. And this function is valid when x is greater than equal to 0. Greater than 0 is there. Okay. So we have to find the unknowns. Unknown is nothing but a. So we'll go with the basic one. What is the basic one? Sir, f of 0. First find the f of 0. So at x is equal to 0, because I have to check the continuity of the function. Already they are saying the given function is continuous at x is equal to 0. The given function is continuous at x is equal to 0. So the procedure, what is the procedure? Same thing. Sir, limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus f of x is equal to f of 0. This they have, if they are continuous, means they have to satisfy this equation. Correct, na? Yes, sir. They have to satisfy. So first I will find the f of 0. F of 0 is there. Sir, this function is defined for x less than 0 also and equal to 0 also. This function is defined for x less than 0 also and equal to also. Sir, f of 0 equal to also means go in the function and in place of x keep 0. So what we have? Sir, a sine pi by 2 into 0 plus 1. Okay. So 0 plus 1 is what? 1 only. And sine pi by 2 into 1. Arey bhaiya, this will become a sine pi by 2. And sine pi by 2. Sir, pi by 2. Sir, pi by 2 is 90 degree. 90 because pi is 180. Divided by 2. So sine of pi by 2, sine 90 is 1. 1 into a only. A only. Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Okay. Now, what I will do? sir, go for the limit. Now f of 0 I find. Next one. Let's go for limit x tends to 0 minus. X tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 minus h. In this way I will write in the board examination. Okay. And I think this is your this question is your even JEE mains they have asked once. I don't remember the year. I think 2021. This question I have asked in the JEE mains examination. Okay. Limit f of x tends to 0 minus is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of 0 minus h. Okay. Means what they are saying, sir, go in the function and in place of x you keep 0 minus h. Okay, which function you are talking about? Sir, this function you are talking about, because this function is defined for x less than 0 and also equal to 0. So for equal to 0 you got the value, that is a. Now less than 0. Now less than 0 what I will do? Sir, limit h tends to 0 a sine pi by 2 and in place of x I have to keep minus h. So minus h plus 1. Correct now? Correct, sir. Now how I will solve this one? I have to solve this one. Tell me. Because after sine anything is written, that is its theta. I told you a number of times. This is the theta. After sine anything is written, that is the theta part. Sir, if this is the theta part, then generate the theta. Solve it. Solve it. Solve it. So what I will do? Sir, you can, since there is nothing in the denominator is there, so if I will keep direct value of h at 0, so what will happen? Nothing in the denominator is there, na? And direct value of h tending to 0, this become 0. 0 plus 1, 1. Sin pi by 2, 1. 1 into a only. Direct I will keep the value, no? Because nothing in the denominator is there. And by keeping the h is equal to 0, you can see here h is equal to 0. 0 minus 0 plus minus 0 is what? 0 only. So minus 0 plus 1, that is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 into sin pi by 2, it's pi by 2 only. And sin pi by 2 value is? Arey bhaiya, after this anything is written, that is the theta. And theta is how much? So 0 plus 1, 1. 1 into pi by 2, So sin pi by 2. Theta is pi by 2. And you know that sin pi by 2 value is 1 only. And 1 into a, that is a. Clear? Clear, sir. Clear, sir. Now we don't have any confusion. No confusion, sir. Okay, go for the right hand limit. Limit x tends to 0 plus f of x is equal to limit h tends to f of 0 plus h. Okay, which function you are talking about? Sir, this function we are talking about, because this function is valid for x greater than 0. This function is valid for x greater than 0. Okay, go in the function, in place of x you keep 0 plus h. What is that function? What is that one? Sir, limit h tends to 0. H tends to 0. Now tan x means I can write tan of 0 plus h minus tan h minus sin h divided by h cube. Now I have to solve this one, h cube. It is h to the power 3 is there. H to the power 3. Now I have to solve this one. Sir, you can easily solve this one. How I will easily solve this one? Sir, this can be written as this limit h tends to 0. This tan h can be written as sin h by cos h. Yes, it can be written like this one. Minus sin h. Okay, fine. And divided by h cube. Any problem you have, sir? I don't have any problem. Sir, can you take this sin h common? Can I take? I'm writing here. Sir, can you take this sin h common? Okay, sin h common I have taken. And it will be written as 1 minus 1 by cos h. One sec. Sin h I have taken common from here. So what will remain? Sir, 1 by cos h minus 1 divided by h cube. Okay, fine. Sir, what? Sir, this one limit h tends to 0. Sin h. Can I take one h from here? Baba, everything is divided like this one. Yes, sir, you can take like this one. And this, if I will simplify, if I will take LCM, 1 minus cos h divided by cos h into h square, can I write like this one? Tell me. If I will do the LCM of 1 by cos h minus 1. 1 by cos h minus 1. Okay, sir. Now I will use the things which I have taught you. Limit sin x by x when x tends to 0, value is 1. Sin x by x when limit x tends to 0, value is 1. And I told you, limit is like a chip-cube friend. Limit is like a chip-cube friend. He can go with this one also, he can go with this one also. He can be gone, limit can be like, if limit I'm writing like this one, limit, let's say I'm writing limit x tends to 0 f of x by g of x. So the limit can be distributed, limit x tends to 0 f of x by limit x tends to 0 g of x. This can be, limit can be distributed like this one. Limit can be distributed like this one. It's like a chip-cube friend, I told you. Okay, sir, got it. What we are trying to say, that limit can be distributed either in the plus or minus, either in the division or either in the multiplication. Correct. So if you look after this one, sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0, value is 1. Sir, is the limit is up to this part only? No, limit can be is here also. Limit is here also. You can see here I'm writing limit h tends to 0 sin h by h into limit h tends to 0 1 minus cos h. Are 1 minus cos theta. Sir, 1 minus cos 2 theta I know. What is that? Sir, 2 sin square theta. So 1 minus cos theta. Sir, it is 2 sin square theta by 2. It's like 1 minus cos h. Theta is here, theta is there. Here we have a h is there. So 1 minus cos h. So 2 sin square h by 2. 2 sin square h by 2. So I will write 2 sin square h by 2 divided by h square into cos h. Now see, our theta is h by 2. I told you also, this sine square, anything written like here h by 2, this can be written like sine of h by 2 ka whole square. So our theta is h by 2. So I have to create here h by 2. So what I will do, I will write here, sir, divide by 4 and multiply by 4. No problem, sir. Divide by 4 and multiply by, because h by 2. So I can write now h by 2 ka whole square, this one. H square by 4 is written as h by 2 ka whole square. Let me see, the things are coming in the... Yes, sir, it's coming. Bhaiya, here theta is h by 2. You can see here theta is h by 2. Because since we have a square is there, I have discussed all these things. I can write like with this one. This value is went to 1. Sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0. Sin dabba divided by dabba when dabba tends to 0. Value is 1, sir. Correct na? Now we can see for this one. Sir, value is 1. This one value is 1. So limit h tends to 0. Now can you tell me? This can be 2 into sine of h by 2 divided by this h square by 4 I am writing as h by 2 ka whole square. Any problem? Anyone have problem? Please tell me. Please tell me. Sine square h by 2 I have written as sine h by 2 ka whole square. I told you I can write like this one. Sine square h by 2 I can write sine of h by 2 ka whole square. No problem. No problem, sir. And this h by 2 I can write as h by 2 ka whole square. Sin theta is h by 2 divided by theta. When h is tending to 0, h by 2 tends to, sir, 0 only. Arey bhaiya, when h is tending to 0, then h by 2. Sorry, h is tending to 0, na? Yes. Then h by 2 means h is tending to 0. So 0 by 2 is 0 only. Arey bhaiya, when h is tending to 0, h by 2 is what? In h you are multiplying 1 by 2 only, na? In h you are multiplying 1 by 2 only. Okay, sir, got it. So h is tending to 0. So h by 2 is, so this will also tend to 0. Correct, na? Sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0. Value is 1 only. And we have 4 into cos h. This we have in the denominator 1 by 4 into cos h. You understand why this 4 came? Because I have to make this theta. H square by 4. I know the formula sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0, value is 1. So I have to, this I called as just Sajawat method. Arranging the things so that I can use the basics formula for limit. Sin theta by theta when theta tends to 0, value is 1. Clear? So 4 into cos h. Now you can see, sir, this overall value is going to be 1. This 2 to 2. Now I can put directly h is tending to 0. Cos 0, cos h, cos 0, 1 only, sir. So the answer is coming 1 by 2. So since we know that for our limit, for a function to, since they have given already the given function is continuous, the limit x tends to 0 minus. How much 0 minus is coming? This is my 0 minus. That is the a. F of 0 is how much coming? That is also equal to a. And limit x tends to 0 plus, how much it's coming? It is equal to 1 by 2. So I can say a value is equal to 1 by 2. A value is nothing but equal to 1 by 2. Clear? Clear? Note it down, please. Note it down, please. This is very important question. Very, very important question. Formula. Many times I told you, formulas are very, very important. Formula very important for your calculus part. Right now we are solving we everything from continuity. I have explained you everything from the basics to the advanced level for your CBSE mathematics. Just side it. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. I think one more question is there that I was planning to make you do only here. Okay? Very easy problems. Those are very easy problems. Note it down. Sir, we have already written. Pause it and then write it down. Okay? Okay, sir. Okay. Go for one more question. So what that question is? You can see, very easy problem. They are saying, question. They are interested in finding the value of lambda. Means f of the, I'm just writing the question. F of x, okay, f of x is written as x square minus 2x, x square minus 2x minus 3. Okay, divided by x plus 1, and this function is valid when x is not equal to 1. This function is defined when x is not equal to minus 1, and when x is equal to minus 1, the function value is lambda. And they are saying find the value of lambda when, if they are saying in the question, if f of x is this one, is continuous at x is equal to minus 1, then we have to find the value of lambda. Find the value of lambda. Pause it and solve this question. Pause it and solve this question. Pause it and solve this question. Sir, first thing only, if the given function is continuous, the question is only saying the given function is continuous at x is equal to minus 1. The given function is continuous at x is equal to minus 1, they have already seen. Means they are following those rules. Which rule? Sir, limit x tends to a minus is equal to f of x is equal to limit x tends to a plus f of x is equal to f of a. And here a is minus 1 only. Correct na? So sir, first go with the basic one. F of a I think. F of a is how much? Sir, f of a means f of minus 1. F of minus 1. At x is equal to minus 1, the function value is lambda only. At x is equal to minus 1, the given function value is lambda only. Okay. Then I will go for left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, go for. Sir, limit x tends to minus 1 minus. Minus 1 is your a. So a minus na. So a minus f of x. Correct na? Okay. It's equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a minus h, that is minus 1 minus h. Means this says go in the function and in place of x keep minus 1 minus h. Go in the function and in place of x keep minus 1 minus h. Means which function is valid for x less than 1? So this function is valid for x less than minus 1 and greater than minus 1. Because they are saying this function is valid when x is not equal to minus 1. Are you getting my point? They are saying this function is valid when x is not equal to minus 1. Means greater than minus 1 and less than minus 1. For both, this function is valid. Okay, sir. So, limit h tends to 0, f of minus means go in the function. Which function? This function means limit h tends to 0. In place of x, I have to keep minus 1 minus h. Okay. So, see here. Sir, minus 1 minus h ka whole square minus 2 into minus 1 minus h minus 3 divided by minus 1 minus h plus 1. Correct na? Okay, sir. Now solve it. Sir, open this one. Sir, limit h tends to 0. Sir, if I take minus common, if I will take minus common, so we have 1 plus h. Sir, that much expert we are not, sir. We are not that much of expert, sir. We are not that much of expert. No, sir, we are not that much. Then open just a plus b ka whole square. This treat as a or a minus b ka whole square. A is your minus 1 and b is your h. Now you can do like this one. Okay, sir, that I can do. A minus b ka whole square. A is minus 1. So a minus b. A square, sir, minus 1 ka square. Plus b square, that is h square. Minus 2, a is minus 1 and b is h. That much you can do. Okay, sir. Sir, multiply this one. Minus 2 into minus 1, plus 2. Minus 2 into minus h, sir, plus 2h. Minus 3 divided by minus 1 minus h plus 1. So this plus 1 and minus 1 cancel. We have minus h. Okay? Okay, sir. Sir, solve this one. Okay. Limit h tends to 0. Okay, how much comes? Minus 1 square is 1 only. Plus h square. Minus 2 into minus 1. So minus minus plus, it is plus 2h. Plus 2 plus 2h minus 3 divided by minus h. So we can see from here 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 3 cancel out. Sir, this cancel out, sir. Okay, which one getting cancel out? Sir, these two are getting cancel out. Which one? Sir, this 2 plus 1, 3 minus 3 cancel out. Now can I take h common? Because everywhere h is there, h square, 2h, 2h, everywhere. Yes sir, you can take h common. So limit h tends to 0. If I am taking h common, so h common, what we have? Sir, h square, it will be h. 2h plus 2h, 4h. I have taken h outside, so 4. And the other terms gone off. Correct, na? Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Now, h plus 4 is there. Now, simply there is not a single term of h is in the denominator. So, simply I can keep the value. So, we have minus h is tending to 0 and minus is outside. So, we have minus 4. Arey bhaiya, this minus will come above, na? Minus 4. Write it down. Okay, and same procedure you will do for right hand limit also. I can simply say the lambda value is because I know the given function is continuous. So I will say ki f of minus 1 is equal to limit x tends to minus 1 minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to minus 1 plus f of x. I have already found it x tends to minus 1 minus 1 minus means x tends to a minus. And that is equal to f of minus 1. So lambda value is minus 4. Your duty is to find the right hand limit. Your duty is to find the right hand limit. So I think that much question is enough. The question that I have solved you, all those questions are very, very important questions. All are your PYQs questions. Okay, so do hard work, go with when you are starting the lecture. My advice is there, when you are starting the lecture, go with from the first lecture. If someone coming and looking this video, start with the first lecture, because in the first lecture we have discussed the basics mathematics which is going to utilized for the continuity chapters. We have discussed about the basics formulas, all those things. The conversion of sine into cos when there will be n pi by 2 plus minus theta, when there will be n pi plus minus theta is there. Then some important formulas, sine of a minus b, a plus b, cos of a plus minus b is there. Then some trigonometric identities like 1 minus cos 2 theta, 1 plus cos 2 theta, sine 2 theta, tan of a minus b, tan of a plus b. Then we have discussed about the limit x tends to 0, sine x by x when theta x tends to 0, value is 1. Tan x by x when limit x tends to 0, value is 1. These two are very important, which we have utilized in the continuity chapter. Then one more important thing I told you, if in the denominator, let's say if limit h tends to 0 is there, why I am keeping directly h is 0? Because this h will get cancelled out. There is not a single term of h in the denominator. If there is not a single term of whatever your limit is there, limit like h tends to 0. Let's say if you got limit x tends to 0 and there is not a single term of x in the denominator, directly keep the value of x as a 0. Like I have directly kept the value of h as 0 because there is not a single term of h in the denominator. Okay? So, everything related from the continuity I have explained you. Some good questions also I have taken today. Two good questions I have taken and I have explained you. Now your duty is to do hard work, complete your NCERT books, complete your whatever the theory, whatever the questions I made you practice here, do all the questions and then go to the NCERT. Okay? Okay. Do hard work and be healthy. Thank you. Thank you for